Next one would be the collection and use limitation. As I explained to you earlier, this PDPA is developed based on the data protection principle. So one of the sections that say the collection, use, and disclose of personal data is limited to what you told the data subject only. If you want to use it beyond its original purpose, you need to inform the data subject and you need to ask for their consent if you don't have other lawful basis. Same go with collect only what you need. You don't over collect of the personal data. Okay, by over collect of the personal data, let's take a look at this registration form. As we can see, registration form, personal details, they're asking for the date of birth, passport number, nationality, which is a sensitive data, and country of birth, religion, which is a sensitive data also, and other contact details also asking for the name or something like that. By this law, you need to consider, because you're asking for religion, you have to ask yourself, why do we need to have the religion information? If they say that, for example, oh, I am an HR, I want to know your religions because I'm going to provide you some halal food or something like that. But you put the religion in the registration form like that, and there are some Christians, Buddhists that put the information into the registration. That means you over collecting because you didn't use that information for any purpose, right? So that means like you need to consider when you're asking for the personal information, whether you really need it. I think this point has been raised by our legal consultant because they see that in our registration form, we ask for the religion. So when they ask us, like, why do we want to know whether they're Christian, whether they're Muslim, whether they're Buddhist or something like that? Or they say, oh, because we want to know that they cannot handle pork. And then the legal consultant asks, and what are you going to do with other religions? You don't use it, right? If you don't use it by law, you better not collect it because you will be liable if there is anything happen to that personal information. That's the concept of collect only what you need. So from now on, when we decide the form like this, we need to ask ourselves whether we really want to know that. This is, for example, from, I think from some hospital, they're asking for lots of personal information, even Facebook, even whether you're single or you're married. We need to look at this, whether we want to know the marriage status. If you don't use it, we better not collect it. And we better not ask for everything like this. One other thing that we need to take a look at this in our operation is that at the registration process, we ask the guests for the ID card. And for the Thai people ID card, some of them, the old version, they have blood type. The new one, they have religion. Once we do the photocopies or we scan everything in the ID card and put it into the system, we already collect more than what we need. We collect the religion because the religion doesn't have to be collected in the process of checking in. So that's why we need to also to fine tune our operation. We might have to max this out or something like that, whatever. That has to be discussed after this session.